a moving story of perseverance amidst life's difficulties, which will inspire you to never give up on your dreams, even when everything seems lost. Today I bring you an exciting narrative about a determined girl who faced chaos and disbelief to achieve her goals. Follow me on this incredible journey of overcoming and achievement. Once, a girl with curly hair and curious eyes, named Sophia, ran to her mother with a mischievous smile on her face. She held in her hands a helicopter made of colored paper and toothpicks, which she had skillfully built herself. With a sparkle in her eyes, Sophia said to her mother, "Look, Mommy, I made a helicopter that flies." His childish voice brimmed with enthusiasm and pride in his achievement. The mother, busy stirring the dinner pot and not taking her eyes off the stove, barely paid any attention to her daughter. Without interrupting her household chores, she replied dryly, "What nonsense, Sophia. Paper helicopters don't fly." Her mother's reaction made Sophia's smile slowly fade, as her joy turned to disappointment at the lack of recognition for her creative effort. But Sophia's mother, frustrated by not paying attention to the work that needed to be done at that moment, abruptly took the helicopter from the girl's hands. With a quick gesture, he ended up accidentally breaking the fragile structure of the paper helicopter. The girl's eyes filled with tears as she saw her creation shattered before her. In a harsh tone, the mother scolded Sophia, "You are a stubborn and stupid girl. How many times do I have to tell you that there is no such thing as a female pilot? Focus on your cooking skills." Even with her heart broken and her eyes teary, Sophia tried to argue timidly, "But Mom, I can still cook well." However, her mother's words echoed louder in her mind, planting seeds of doubt and insecurity. Sophia's mother, a woman with a tough and conservative personality, always imposed traditional gender standards on her daughter, discouraging any aspirations that deviated from the role she believed was proper for a girl. The lack of maternal support and encouragement meant that Sophia grew up with the suffocating feeling of not being able to achieve her dreams. Her mother's constant criticism undermined her self-confidence and fueled her insecurities. The harsh and demotivating words were like daggers in her heart, deeply scarring the girl's soul, who found herself entangled in a labyrinth of disbelief and hopelessness. One day, while playing in the kitchen while her mother was preparing dinner, Sophia accidentally dropped a jar of flour onto the clean counter. The mother, exhausted from the long working day and stressed by the pressures of everyday life, exploded in anger when she saw the mess caused by the girl. Without any emotional control, he shouted at Sophia and accused her of being clumsy and irresponsible. In her rage, her mother decided to send Sophia to her uncle's house as a form of punishment for her lack of care. Confused and scared by her mother's reaction, Sophia was taken to her uncle's home, where she found comfort and shelter amid the emotional chaos that took over her mind. After arriving at her uncle's house, Sophia found a safe and welcoming refuge. Her uncle, a wise and kind man, noticed the sadness in the girl's eyes and hugged her tenderly. He took time to listen to their story, their dreams, and their aspirations. Unlike Sophia's mother, her uncle saw his niece's brilliant potential and encouraged her to pursue her interests and passions. He encouraged Sophia to explore her creativity, develop new skills, and believe in herself. Living with her uncle was liberating for Sophia, as there she felt valued and respected as a unique individual. His uncle's words of encouragement echoed in his mind like a balm for the emotional wounds caused by the lack of maternal support. Under her uncle's loving care, Sophia began to rebuild her self-confidence and envision a future full of promising possibilities. As the years passed, Sophia immersed herself in her passion for aviation. She dedicated hours upon hours studying aerodynamics, browsing pilot manuals, and attending local flying clubs whenever possible. Even in the face of her mother's criticism and the internal voices that still echoed her demotivating words, Sophia remained firm in her purpose. Each obstacle was seen as a challenge to be overcome, each failure as an additional impulse to prove that I was capable. The sparkle in his eyes when he talked about planes and wings revealed the incandescent flame that burned inside him. His determination was unshakable, his thirst to fly growing stronger. While many doubted her capabilities, Sophia silently drew up plans to take to the skies and reach the heights she had always imagined. As the years passed, Sophia's mother remained distant and indifferent to her daughter's dream of becoming a pilot. The walls of the house bore witness to the harsh and discouraging words that her mother spoke to Sophia every day. The young woman, however, found refuge in the local library, devouring books on aviation and flight plans. One sunny afternoon, during a visit to the library's dusty stacks, Sophia discovered an old diary belonging to her grandfather. Among the yellowed, musty-smelling pages, she found detailed accounts of the daring flights her grandfather had made as a combat pilot during World War II. Stories of courage and determination leap off the pages, inspiring Sophia to follow in her grandfather's footsteps and reach the skies with her own wings. Enchanted by the memories recorded in the diary, she realized that the love for aviation had been running through her veins for generations. With her eyes shining with emotion, Sophia decided to honor her family legacy and prove to herself that she could fly even higher than she had imagined. On a scorching summer day, the scorching sun beat down on the tiles of Sophia's house. While the girl sought refuge in the cool shade of the backyard, her mother remained immersed in her routine household chores. Amidst the silence that hovered in the living room of the house, an unexpected phone call broke the calm. On the other end of the line, the mother's friend asked with curious intonation, "How is your daughter?" The simple, direct question was enough to ignite a burning flame of frustration in Sophia's mother. With a tired look and a voice filled with disdain, the woman replied to her friend, "I have 2 children. I don't know why they always ask me about her." The harsh and disinterested reaction revealed the deep unhealed wounds that lived in the mother's heart, where the shadow of envy and resentment thrived in silence. The moment came when Sophia's mother, immersed in her own frustrations and resentments, found herself confronted with relentless reality. On a scorching summer day, as he scrolled through the TV channels in search of banal entertainment, his inattentive eyes fixed for a moment on the screen. A special report announced the feat of a young pilot defying the limits of the sky. Sophia's mother's heart raced as the images on the small screen revealed the girl in control of the plane, confident and determined to conquer unknown horizons. The news of the youngest female pilot to successfully land resonated on social media and in the hearts of viewers, delighting viewers and witnessing the triumph of perseverance over adversity. There, in front of that striking and inspiring scene, the mother found herself confronted with a painful truth: her daughter had reached the heavens that she herself had tried to prohibit. The tears held back for years overflowed the woman's eyes, as the harsh words remained stuck in her bitter throat. In this moment of belated epiphany, she understood that the true flight of life lies in knowing how to support and believe in the dreams of those we love. At the moment of consecration, in front of the cameras and the world watching her steps, young Sophia, now transformed into a fearless and determined pilot, finally had the opportunity to dedicate a special moment to the one who had always believed in her unconditionally, her beloved uncle. In a symbolic and moving gesture, Sophia looked directly at the camera with her eyes brimming with grateful emotion and declared, "Today is a day of victory, not only for me, but also for those who stood by my side when everyone doubted my potential. I dedicate this triumph to my uncle, who welcomed me in moments of despair and showed me the true meaning of love and trust. If it weren't for your unwavering support, I would never be here, ready to reach greater heights." His voice echoed through the living rooms of thousands of spectators who were moved by his sincere gratitude and his words loaded with meaning. As companies vied to hire her and the spotlight of fame shone on her, Sophia remained true to her humble origins and the valuable teachings she received from her loving uncle. With courage in her heart and a silent message for her absent mother, Sophia conquered not only the heavens, but also the respect and admiration of those who always believed in her potential. So guys, never forget, no matter how difficult the adversities are, never stop fighting for your dreams. Subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content like this. Until the next video, thank you for following this incredible story here on the channel. Leave your comments about what you thought of this exciting plot. See you in the next video. Goodbye.